You don't need a girl best friend.
Facts.
Men, you don't need a girl best friend. Women, you don't need a male best friend.
Well, like once you lose hair follicles, like once those pores close, like there's no getting those pores back. You know what I mean?
That's like
right here.
Yeah, I know.
Huge hole.
Zoom
Yeah,
out,
I
guys.
remember. We remember. It was just
If
like
you're gonna masturbate, whatever. But if you're just gonna be chronically addicted to masturbating to the Kardashians of all people, you don't want them the guy, right? I mean. Just fucking look like he just fucking shot their dog. I was like, what the fuck? And then he realized he asked someone if they were like, oh, that person's trans. They were gonna use the men's restroom because that's a biological man. He's like, well, how am I supposed to know that?
On
You know, he's
God.
like, aren't they succeeding in their attempt to be feminine? Like if they're attempting to be feminine, and I walk into the bathroom ahead of them, wouldn't that be them succeeding? Shouldn't they be happy about that?
On God, they should be happy about that, bro. On God, they should be, right?
That's scary though, bro. Like
You can't even tell anymore.
you
Or,
can't
I mean,
even tell
like you
anymore.
can't. I guess you can kind of tell, but like at the same time, like how, like, what do you feel? You know what I mean? Like, how would you feel if you were like a girl and some guy with the freaking
Penis.
it was just there. You know what I mean?
What?
He was like there, just like using the bathroom,
Oh yeah.
and you were like, what the, you know? And you had your child there or something. You had your kid there. Like, what the heck is going on?
Or you're a
Here?
dude and you see some nigga with
And
a
if you
dread-
and if you even say like, oh, like we should have like another bathroom for them, like it's gonna be an uproar
Are we
if
recording?
you say that. Yeah,
Said the N-word.
it's okay. We'll bleep it out.
Thank you.
We'll bleep this out too though.
Some dude with the dress walking in the restroom. Should we move the TV like so it faces us?
Yeah. Do you think you can move or do you want to Jahir? You want to just tilt it? Be careful with the. Yeah. I think that's good. Careful, it doesn't. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good.
Oh shit, that's perfect. Oh shit,
That's
even
good.
more perfect. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Just so you know, we have a new segment here today. We're
Yay.
gonna be just kind of
Yay.
reacting to some crazy things people are saying on the internet and seeing if we can give them some advice because we are very smart people. We are probably top 1%, right?
I am like top 0.3%.
Top 0.3, yeah.
I'm gonna close my eyes and you should just shuffle.
All right, so here we have one right here. My husband is addicted. I think my husband is addicted to the Kardashians and Jenners. I have seen him. No, dude. Yeah, I've seen him.
just say it and leave it out.
I have seen him jerking off to them several times.
Who said no to
It's
jerking off?
It's full of pictures and videos of them. I also found 4 posters of theirs in his car. What should I do?
Sometimes I
GG,
feel like these
I mean-
are fake, huh?
Look, I didn't know my wife was on Reddit exposing me, but
Yo.
no, look, dude. Not only does he have an addiction, he has
the worst kind of
He has
addiction.
the worst kind of addiction. How are you addicted to pictures and posters? It's 2023 and this is jerking off to posters. Ma'am, I think some advice to you would be to get him some instead of just watching him masturbate, right?
Yeah, I'm
if
thinking.
you're married,
This sucks. Yeah.
If
this is
he's
weird.
doing those things, what's going on at home? You know what I mean?
if you're married, you
This
have
is
all
a-
that.
Yeah, this is weird. Sometimes I feel
This
like
is very weird.
because this is just like
It's just stupid.
yeah, it's
right?
just dumb. Like who has pictures? Their phone is full of pictures of them.
That's just a mentally ill man. And
Yeah, it's just weird.
If
I feel
he's
so
so
bad
horny-
for her. If this is real, I feel so bad for this
if
woman.
he's your husband and he's horny, just have sex with him.
Yeah,
right?
but it's not. It's like, it's not her fault. I feel like this is weird.
Maybe he
This is so
doesn't.
weird.
Maybe he
This is
doesn't want
strange.
to.
Have sex with her? You just want the Kardashians?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want.
Well, you're not getting the Kardashians, my boy. You're not gonna get the Kardashians.
not
They
gonna
want
get
me, not
Yeah,
you.
that's a weird one.
Golly.
That guy. I don't know.
He needs some help. Listen, man. If you're watching us, man, just talk to
Shit.
a therapist, okay?
Yeah, chill out.
You don't need
dude.
to be doing this stuff, and that's definitely something that, that's something that you should be
That's
looking
what you
into
should be
because
doing,
you shouldn't be doing those things, especially if you have a wife.
Look,
you know
if
what
you're
I mean?
gonna masturbate, whatever. But if you're just gonna be chronically addicted to masturbating to the Kardashians of all people, you know one of them's a guy, right? I mean, Rob Kardashian, bro. Like, come on, you can't be.
You
masturbating
know
to
one of
Rob
them is an
Kardashian.
Olympic winner, right?
Oh shit, that was a guy. I mean, person.
Not a man anymore.
Yeah, that's my.
Didn't he win
mistake.
like Women of the Year, bro? Can you believe that?
Yeah, I saw the Dave Chappelle thing.
Not even. Not even.
All right, what
a
else
man.
do we got here?
Are all of them
I'm
gonna
just
be
looking-
about
I'm
porn?
looking-
What are we looking at here, Riley?
I'm looking for some.
Riley?
GF had a 3-way before me.
Nah,
I don't
it's just
care,
some of them
dude.
are-
I don't care about your girlfriend, dude. I'm 22, taking guardianship of us. GG.
These are super long.
My dad keeps offering me
These
work.
are like paragraphs. These are like essays.
Okay.
You know, these.
Most of these are like sexual, huh?
They're yeah, they are.
Well, while he searches for one that he likes, I saw one the other day about foot fantasy football.
Foot
I sent it to
fantasy
you.
football?
Not foot fantasy football.
All right.
Fantasy football. And he was the guy, and he said, my friend wants Christian McCaffrey for my Tony Pollard, but he'll let me.
Oh.
I want Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he wants my Christian McCaffrey. He said he'll let me sleep with his wife for Christian McCaffrey.
That's crazy, dude.
I mean,
That's on another level. You don't care, huh?
he should do it after. He should, if he's gonna sleep with her. I saw somewhere he should sleep with her after the trade, just because
After
maybe
the
she just
trade.
wants him right now because he's doing well in fantasy.
But like at the end of the day, like it's up to her, no?
It is.
So it's like
I don't know
yeah,
why
you say that, but like she's not gonna go. She's not gonna do that. You know.
I don't know why the guy's offering that. I guess
I'm a
I think he found one.
misogynistic teenage girl.
15. A huge misogynist, and I want to know how to deal with those feelings before it's too late. I have been surrounded by many misogynist people in my life. My mom, who obviously favors my older brother and always defends my father, knowing he emotionally abused me, who also defends every man who's in my life and is always first to blame me for everything, and my female teacher, who defended my male bully and male teacher who sexually harassed me. I like to see girls suffer. Whenever I see them get close to boys, I always pray for their downfall. I just do not like seeing girls be successful and happy because it makes them at a higher place than I am. I used to repost misogynistic memes which said women can't drive, and I laughed at it. Now realizing how self-hateful that is, bro.
I mean, she's not wrong.
This
I
is really
lack
poorly. This
self-respect
is really poorly.
From both
punctuated.
misogynistic. Well, she's 15. Misogynistic jokes and disrespect my own body to make men happy.
I do not want any of these problems to pass on to my future daughters or anyone else. How do I deal with these feels effectively? Well, you're 15.
Well, first of all, yeah. First
You
of all,
shouldn't be
I
worrying
don't-
about your future daughters. You have a lot of time left to grow and develop into a human being who is doing well for the world. I
Facts.
think you're suffering from trauma, and you have been abused and you have been mistreated, and this is why you are the way you are, which is you explained it thoroughly, and you know the problem. So maybe just talk to a therapist. I mean, I don't want to do this if all the answers are going to be talk to a therapist, but that would definitely be a solution here, right? I mean, I think you're 15 years old. You have a lot of time. Talk to a therapist. Don't worry about your daughters yet. You have 10 years. Give yourself time.
I mean, maybe even talk to your parents. Because she doesn't say that she's talking to anyone, right? How do I deal with
Well, she
these
says that-
feels effectively?
She clearly
How?
feels marginalized because she's saying that everyone always plays the victim against her. So
Yeah, exactly. She's saying that she gets blamed for everything, which
I don't know.
So she's like now she hates women
I guess
because
so.
because
She hates herself.
she hates herself.
or
That's
maybe
a-
what it is that since she doesn't prosper as a woman, then she prays for other women's downfall.
Yeah.
Because maybe she's jealous. Maybe it's just a simple thing of maybe that part.
Maybe it's not even misogyny.
Maybe I like to see girls suffer is
Maybe it's just like
not misogyny.
envy or
it's probably
something.
just envy that part, and then yeah.
because
pray for
I mean,
their downfall.
if she has friends that are girls, then she's not a misogynist, right?
Well, at least she's aware
Well-
of that. She says right here.
I'm a misogynist and I have a girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, right? Because if she's a misogynist, then that means she
This might
hates
not be
women,
self-hateful.
literally,
This
right?
might just be
And
self.
so why would you be friends with someone you hate?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It seems very self-aware.
Women can't drive, and I laughed at it. I mean, you might not be self-hateful. You might be a good driver, or maybe you're a bad driver, and then you think it's funny because you're a woman.
Maybe you're 15 and you're
And
not
you're
a
just
driver at all.
self-aware.
But
Yeah, you're not actually.
well,
Well, you might
maybe. But yeah, I mean, just dude, see a therapist. You seem very self-aware. You seem like someone who knows what she's doing. I'm talking to someone like they're watching, but just.
I think she just needs to. I think she just needs to vent this stuff out. I think
I think you
she's
just need-
probably just keeping this.
I think you just need to hit the za,
Down.
dude. Should
Oh,
we
maybe
reply?
Maybe hit the sauna. Maybe try that.
No, the za,
try,
not
try
the
Try the
sauna.
sauna. Try some.
The Zaza, dude.
I would say
Roll a J.
just
Hit the sauna.
I don't know.
The za. Are we gonna
Probably
comment on these or
probably
no?
get rid of this mentality right here.
Yeah, just get rid of this mentality. Just don't think that. You know
This
what I
one
mean?
is the
like
worst
that's really
one because-
that's what's really
Well,
that simple.
Yeah, all the things are like my mom favors my older brother, always defends my father.
So don't be a victim?
emotionally Abused me. I don't know what that means. Like emotionally abused you.
Probably called her a whore and stuff.
15-year-old called her a whore.
There's people like that
Sometimes
out there.
I don't know. I'm so skeptical of these because like some people just really like
Attention.
kind of like over
Embellish.
over embellish.
It's like some white girl just chilling in her room because she's jealous. She's really self-aware that she gets jealous of her friends and she blames it on her father calling her fat one time.
It's kind of like natural, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. She's only. I mean, she's 15.
Also,
she's
if
got a
she-
long way to go. She's gonna
probably-
develop a different
yeah.
mind, I think.
Hopefully,
Yeah, I'm not the
Um,
same person I am.
But
I was.
But she needs guidance. You know what I mean? At 15, you need guidance. So she needs to talk. I think she needs to vent these things out because if she doesn't vent it out, she's just gonna keep it, built up inside, and it's gonna get worse maybe.
these are free.
Yup.
Dude.
So, yeah, there's a lot of these right here that we're looking at. A lot of these are about mental health and stuff like that. But I mean,
What
we're
the?
really just winging it here. What is this?
Please help. Father's forcing my mother to agree to cheating.
Oh, so he's
Dun dun dun.
so he's an Adam
Father
22 type of guy.
has done some unfaithful things like porn and confessed to my mother recently. Your father has done porn, or your father has watched porn?
Nah, I'm sure he probably. Well, I don't know how old this guy is, but maybe he just watched it.
She forgave him, but now he's forcing her to agree to cheating on him too by some audio recording to which
Oh my
nothing of the
God.
sort can be heard. He's mentally torturing her, and now almost physically. I had to get in between so many times last night. He's manipulating people and twisting my mother's words. I have 2 younger sisters. I just want to be able to get my family out safely. Please need strength and advice. Well, dude,
Just get out, bro.
That sounds
Just-
like you're going through something pretty difficult.
just abandon that dude. That dude is not. That man is
Just
not
abandon
good.
that
Well,
dude.
yeah, that man
Nice
is not
one,
good
dude.
for your
You
family.
don't know how old this kid is, dude. He could
Could be
be
13.
16 and doesn't have the ability.
I'm
to
talking about
just-
like him, his mom, and his sisters.
What do you
You
mean?
know, there's
Like,
ways out there to succeed.
I know.
EBT, you
Oh.
could live under a bridge or something for a while, and
That's just crazy that she
this
forgave
is awful
him.
advice. Don't do
But
that.
he's
Don't
now
even listen to this
forcing her
fucking
to
guy.
agree to cheating
This
on
is
him.
terrible advice, but
yeah. I
it
mean,
sounds like
that,
you're
that dad seems like a terrible guy.
just
and
just stay safe. I mean, if anything gets out of hand, call the police and stuff.
Yeah, you could always, if things get
Remove
physical,
yourself from the situation.
you can have a reason to call the police on your father.
No, you can call the police anytime you feel anything is getting out of hand.
This
It
is
doesn't have to
48
get, it
minutes
doesn't even have
ago.
to get physical. You can just call the police if you feel unsafe.
Yeah, this seems pretty
Pretty
serious
crazy.
actually. Because he's saying that he almost physically, or that
Yeah,
he
almost
almost had to
physically
physically get in
tortured her.
between them.
No, he said he did physically.
He said
And now,
he said
now
he
almost physically, I had to get in
yeah.
between so many times last night. So he's
Yeah.
like separating them.
I guess he's
'Cause they're,
probably
like,
just like
yelling at each other or
chiming- He's
what?
probably he's either chiming in or he's physically. Yeah, I
I don't know, dude. Respectfully, some people don't.
It's pretty crazy out there.
I don't understand a lot of.
He's manipulating people. You know the thing about
Hey
manipulating. is fucking-
yo,
What?
what was that?
It was the bottle.
Oh, I thought bro ripped ass.
How do I convince my dad to take me to
No, he
the
didn't.
doctor? Huh?
Did not rip ass.
What the?
How do I have more energy in school? I like that one.
I've
Alright,
been
let's see.
losing hair slowly but surely over the last 5 months.
Oh shit, he's just like
My
me for real.
temples have receded like 2
centimeters.
centimeters since then. He keeps saying that my forehead is good, but clearly it's not. My temple hairs are weak. What should I do to convince him to let me go? Okay, so first of
I
all,
have personal.
Look, bro.
I have personal advice for
I
this.
think he's probably just saying your head is sick.
I
not
have
your
personal
forehead.
advice for this. I was losing my. I felt that I was losing my hair. Like maybe maybe like 6 months ago was the last time I thought like, oh my god, I'm losing my hair. I'm gonna be bald by the time I'm 25.
All right.
But then like I started going outside in the sun, and I started like I don't even know what I started. I just started going outside. Honestly, that was like the main thing that I started doing was going outside and like getting putting sun on my head, and then like
here's the thing though.
That helped a
Here's the
lot.
thing about hair loss. First of all, we need to know how old this person
yeah,
is.
exactly. He's
Because
not giving enough
it sounds like he's a
information.
young guy. It sounds like
Yeah,
he's a young
yeah.
guy because he's
Yeah.
trying to convince his dad to take him to the doctor.
Yeah, which
If he
you don't-
is
you don't need to
actually,
convince
I'm
him.
gonna say he's under 18. He's probably
Yeah.
maybe 16 or 15, something like that.
He
I
might
think.
he might even be 18 and he just
He might be.
got,
Yeah.
Yes,
But the thing about
exactly.
hair loss is that you can't, like, there's so many like advertisements on Instagram and YouTube, like, oh, reverse hair loss. It's not possible. Reversing hair loss is not possible unless you're
You
taking.
can't reverse hair loss.
You
yeah.
literally can't. So like once you lose hair follicles, like once those pores close, like there's no getting those pores back. You know what I mean?
You can go to Turkey.
the only thing is
You can
either
get
get a hair
implants.
transplant
You can get-
or
yeah, or
you
transplant.
take oral drugs to stop the that protein that causes hair loss,
Which is like I feel like
which has a lot of side effects, right?
most of it's just an imbalance, like in your body, something that you're missing, like maybe a deficiency.
It's really not.
Some genetics.
Yeah, it's genetics. It's really just
If it's
just
genetic-
comes down to genetics. Yeah,
It's mostly. I don't think so. Honestly, like
It really does,
I think that's an excuse.
You don't think hair loss comes down to genetics?
I think it's some part genetic, but like I mean,
it's almost
I
all
think
genetic.
now-
I've listened to More Plates More Dates, Derek.
yeah.
He had a problem with hair loss too, and he says like you can do these treatments, but like at the end of the day, hair loss is not like you can't you can't get your hair back without taking some type of drug, and these drugs have side effects, right?
How do you
And
think?
so
Oh, sorry.
once the point is that like you either have to stop losing hair or get a hair transplant. There's no getting hair back. You know what I mean?
Look,
you
dude.
either get a hair transplant and that's getting your hair back, or you do I think it's you literally poke holes in your scalp and open up the pores. But you can't literally get your hair back. Like you can't your hair can't what is it called? Your hair can't grow back
Yeah.
with no pores.
But there's like
It's just not
there
possible.
are ways that you can
Well-
live your life where you can like reduce the amount of hair loss that you.
Yeah, sure. Like I mean, like
experience.
using a good shampoo,
Not even
not
that,
like
because
not like
not,
not washing your hair with like super hot water, going outside,
I don't even
exercising,
think
doing
just
all
that.
these things.
I mean,
But
that's like
at the end of the
I
day,
don't know if
like
you guys remember, I actually lost hair at one point. I don't know.
what
I
you
remember that. Yeah,
I'll try to find the picture.
You
I wonder
mean a
what
bald spot?
that was.
Yeah, I had a huge bald spot.
Yeah,
in the
that was
back
like
of my head.
that
Like-
was like
like-
no, but that's like
right here, just
yeah,
a
I know.
huge hole.
Zoom
Yeah,
in
we-
on it,
I
guys.
remember.
In the
We
back of
remember.
my
It
head.
was just
I'll-
like bald, but like
I'll see if I can find a picture, and it was.
that was just a
I wonder how that
centralized like
happened,
a,
yeah.
a isolated
I don't even-
spot. But
to this
I'm-
day,
we're
I don't know
talking
what it
about
was.
like when you like male pattern baldness, like where you just like,
Yeah,
start losing.
but it
hair.
was like smooth.
Yeah, I
like-
remember.
He said it was like
smooth.
Dude, yeah, it felt like you shaved it. It felt like
Yeah,
you literally like
there was, like,
shaved it with
nothing.
a razor.
No, it
yeah.
felt like I was touching like just your skin.
Yeah, exactly.
I
like
was
your
worried
neck,
because-
Yeah, it
something
sounds like you
with
were
our
touching,
hair.
like, your
To this
neck.
day, I don't know what it
super smooth.
was. Like it was just terrifying. I thought I was gonna lose my hair.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
But-
probably just I don't know what that is. But
I don't know if it helped. I started taking like what
Gummies
is
or
it?
something.
Huh?
Like gummy, some type of gummies.
Yeah, the gummies. There's a word. It's a word. It's biotin.
Oh yeah.
Biotin.
And then
yeah.
I started applying oil to my head too.
The
as
thing
well.
with that is you can just eat chicken and like chicken fat and like chicken bones, like the cartilage. Like I don't know. I think that has collagen in it too, doesn't it?
Collagen.
And biotin. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
hair loss is like super tricky because like all
Hair
these
loss-
like companies like Hims,
Honestly,
and then there's
dude,
like some other bigger
Like
ones.
Keeps.
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 Yeah, like they just like
I don't know
no,
if
it's
Keeps
just all
works.
bullshit.
I
dude.
ordered some.
It's
I
all
ordered a
bullshit.
3-month treatment from Keeps, like foam.
It's
that
all
you put in your
bullshit,
hair, and I don't think I only did it for like 2 days.
It's
And
bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm
they're all
telling you.
scams.
I was like, is it?
I've seen like
is-
scientists, these like scientists with Derek with More Plates More Dates, like he's gone
Yeah.
on podcasts with them and like talking about like what's the best solution for this, and there's no solution. There's really no solution.
For me, I
There's
was
some
really
people out
noticing a
there
huge.
that I just-
I was noticing a huge pattern, and then I started just going outside.
I think a lot of the
a
thing.
lot. Like
I think the
4 hours
only
a day.
thing is like probably stress. It's probably one of the
3
biggest
hours,
one of the
3
biggest
hours.
Stress
causes.
is
Yeah.
probably pretty big.
I mean, I'm not a hater or anything, but there's some people I see online and they like comb their hair all nice and stuff. But sometimes you just gotta let that shit go, bro.
Yeah.
Because their shit is like all the way
Well, I was
back.
getting super scared at one
They
point.
look like
my
KSI.
hair's starting to look better, but like actually, like it got to the point where I would get out of the shower, and I had like kind of longer hair, so you could see the strands more. And I would get out of the shower, and I would look at myself in the mirror, and I'd be like scared because I'd be like, it looks so thin.
It's scary for
It
sure.
looks like I'm 50 years old. Like,
yeah,
I
thinking
was
that
like, what
you're
the-
losing hair.
And my dad's 60. My
terrifying.
dad's 68, and he like has perfect. His hair looks good. Like
Fine,
it looks really good. Like it looks thick and like perfect. So like, and then people say it's genetic. So when they say, and my grandpa has hair. My grandpa
Yeah.
has a lot of hair still.
He's
A lot.
98,
He's
7,
90
8.
something, 98. He has a
Yeah.
lot of hair still. So when people say it's genetic, but I started losing my hair already, it makes me think that it's something in like our diet, something in our lifestyle, something in our especially our diet, because that's like the base of everything. But
Yeah, I can agree with
and
that
so,
too.
and also
It's
like
lifestyle.
everything like even like our taints getting smaller, you know, like with phthalates and our balls getting smaller, you know, testicles getting smaller. It seems like everything is related to this generation because before this generation, everything was like more natural. and
Everyone's
stuff.
penis
like, before
was
our
huge.
everybody's balls were bigger.
You were talking
taints
about
were
testosterone
bigger.
at that point, right?
Yeah.
testosterone.
That's why
was higher,
when you see a lot of
testosterone
these
was
guys,
But
higher.
testosterone
like,
has nothing to do with
you
it,
see all
though.
these portrayals of these like
Yeah,
gamer
has to
guys
have
that just sit
something
in
to
their
do with it.
basement
No,
all
because
day.
women have this.
They're all like balding, right?
Well, you're
No
right. You're right.
testosterone.
You're right. Yeah.
Like the picture, like the
yeah.
cartoons of like all the gamers that are balding and stuff, because they don't, like you said, they don't go out, they don't get sun, they don't live a healthy
I feel
lifestyle
like sun is super important for
Yeah,
your
definitely.
hair. Like
for your whole body.
yeah, vitamin D is super important for your whole body, and also yeah, just like eating right, I guess.
For sure,
And probably stress is the biggest.
Just
one.
taking care of yourself.
I think stress is probably
Probably maybe stress is maybe.
If you're super stressed, the biggest advice I can give you is just go to the gym.
Get
just
active.
work out. Just get active.
Get
Yeah,
active for
that's
sure.
the biggest thing I think.
It's not even like getting your mind off of something. That's that's the reason you're stressed. I think it's like your body telling you, like, dude, you're not taking care of me, right?
I think
30 minutes
that's
a day, man.
definitely it. And
Sure.
then like
It's your body
you're
kind of
not
like kind
you're
of like
not living.
yeah, telling you like, dude, you
If
need to get
because you're
outside.
not living. Yeah.
Like these
I heard
guys
some crazy stuff about grounding too today.
getting
Have you heard
grounded.
about grounding?
What is
Oh, like standing outside barefoot.
Yeah. Have you
Oh,
heard about
yeah,
that?
yeah,
I
yeah.
heard some crazy stuff
that?
like,
Touching grass?
dude, yeah, like,
Yeah,
like
basically.
I heard some crazy like there was this guy who was saying like when you go out like do a blood test, like prick your blood, put it under a microscope and look at it, it'll be like you'll see the blood cells like in clumps, like almost like cars, like a busy highway. There's a bunch of cars trying to get through a busy highway and stuff. And then go outside and ground and like you'll see that all your blood cells separate. And,
It's like
they
something to
move
do with like
freer.
the
It's
electrical
crazy.
frequency or something
Yeah,
like that, no?
it's literally like when you touch the earth with your bare feet, you discharge into the earth, and like there's a different frequency in your body that happens because the earth is it's like magnetic and stuff. It's got
Yeah, there's
electricity,
polars
flowing,
and stuff.
electromagnetic and stuff. I don't know anything about it. But like it seems super interesting because that's something that you can see with your eyes.
Okay, but like how grass? Because you have grass. I don't know.
Also, I thought about that too, right? Because like how much of this grass is actually like connected to the
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
earth? Like
It's not just patches of dirt on cement.
I think if you go to like a big park or if you go to the beach, for sure.
Okay, the
like,
beach for sure. Yeah,
Apparently, it's really good for you. Like, so it's
I've heard
pretty
good
cool.
things about it. I mean, I've heard there's like spiritual.
At first,
benefits
when I
as well.
first
I'm
heard
not a very
about it,
spiritual
yeah, I thought
guy,
it was
but
baloney.
yeah.
But when he starts talking about
That
it,
is
like look at your
baloney.
blood cells, and you can literally see.
You look at the
difference,
science of it all. Okay.
Then it was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, because the only
Was he trying to
benefit
sell something?
I ever heard
No.
was like spiritual.
It wasn't.
It was
It's literally
like,
just
spiritual.
going outside and just
touching
like,
grass with
oh,
your
but
feet?
there is a thing that you can do that artificially, but he's not trying to sell it. He mentioned it. But he was like, go outside. He was like, go outside, and you'll see the difference. He didn't say like buy my thing and you'll see the difference. He was like, he mentioned that he did sell one.
And he's like, at
but-
the end of the day, guys, buy my thing.
Yeah, but
What?
he didn't
He's
say.
like, buy
he
my
didn't
thing to get
advertise-
grounded.
He basically didn't advertise anything, and then Joe Rogan was like, I'm gonna buy. Well, yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna buy that.
Buy something to go outside.
But
He's
no,
like,
no,
buy
no,
some-
you
buy this
literally
to get
just go
grounded.
outside. But he was like, some people just don't want to go outside.
No,
Like,
some
they
people
have the
don't want to
time.
go outside.
They don't have the time to like
Some
stand
people live
outside
their life
barefoot
like
and
the
stuff.
guy from the Benchwarmers, like the brother.
Yeah.
Sun bad. Like,
I was
that's
living my life like that. I think that's why I was losing my hair. Like a year ago, I was literally staying inside every day.
Maybe, dude.
I wasn't going outside at all.
Maybe.
I wasn't like doing a lot of anything. Like I was just like inside all day.
You know when I
And
noticed
I
was
started
doing
losing
that
my hair rapidly.
is when I
Like
would.
I would take a shower, shampoo my hair, and look at my hands, and it'd be cut like 10 hairs on each hand.
That's happened to me before.
Super scary. And
Well,
then,
you have to
like,
you have to
now-
also realize
That's
that
a lot of hair.
we shed a lot.
Yeah.
Like
I
humans
know,
shed
but like
so much, like thousands of hairs shed.
I know.
And
but
if you
this
haven't
was-
taken a
this
shower
was
in 1 or 2
unusual, though.
days, when you shower and
Yeah.
you grab
Yeah.
grab
That's
yourself,
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
You
Yeah,
haven't
grab
showered in
yourself?
2 days.
I shower every day.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, like,
No, I've
I'm just saying, like-
done 4 days without showering before when you go camping and stuff. And
Oh,
then
yeah, for
when you
sure.
get back, your hair feels a little stiff and stuff. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
All greasy.
But it was weird because I was losing a lot of hair, like, and you could tell, like, I was getting out of the shower, you could tell it was thinning out. Made a change. And
Yeah,
a lot of people-
it
a lot
was
of
like it
people,
started improving.
Would you go bald? I would go bald.
if I was losing hair, if I
I would
was
shave my
literally
head.
like almost bald, I would just go
shave my
bald.
hair.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, yeah, bro. I just look at my new hairstyle. I just got a
I'd
haircut.
just be like, you know what, dude?
No,
Like, who
that's
the fuck
alright.
cares?
Let it
like,
go,
Like,
bro.
I have
Just-
bigger things to worry about than my fucking hairline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. My uncle's bald and that dude's
Hold on.
happy.
Oh, whoops. Hold on.
What the heck, yo? He's like, hold on, guys.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but that's what we have to say about hair loss. If you're suffering with hair loss, please,
Fix
down
your
in the
life.
description we have. I'm just kidding.
Picture
down in
life
the
if you're listening
description
with
we
it.
have something to.
Hymns, keeps.
We have
Use code.
ground that you can put on your hair to get grounded and hairy. So whatever you want to do, just hit me up and I'm
Yeah,
down.
ground yourself.
Yes, like
Look
not
at red
ground. I
light
thought
in
when he
the
first said
morning, if
grounding,
you-
I thought he was
if you-
talking about like
If you can
your-
wake up early enough,
your dad
look
was,
at
like,
the
you're
red
grounded.
light.
What?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't get grounded.
What else we got here, Riley?
What you call
Riley?
Riley. Who the fuck is Riley?
You know who Riley is?
Nah, dude.
Riley.
Riley
Oh,
Mao.
Riley
I
Mao.
was calling you Riley.
Riley Mao. I've needed
What phone should I get?
I don't know.
Let's do a quick
sometimes
one. Let's
it's
do a quick
like,
one. What phone should I get? Let's help him out.
Bruh.
Let's help him out, bro.
Okay, so I've needed
What
a new
phone
phone.
should I get?
This guy-
Starry Nightmares.
This is from
I've been-
Starry Nightmares.
So I need a new phone since my old one broke, and I've been looking to get away from iPhones. Okay, for whatever reason, I've been looking at a Google Pixel 6a
Good
or a
choice,
Samsung
good choice.
A14. Any advice? I would stick to the iPhone
I
just
have.
because.
I
I'll stick to the
hold
iPhone.
on,
Get the
hold
new
on.
iPhone
Hold on.
15X.
I actually
Yeah.
have a. I
15
actually
Pro
have
Max.
a Pixel 6a, and it's a really good option for the price because it's pretty inexpensive. I think it's like $600 or something like that.
Well, I've heard Pixel.
It's inexpensive. It's a super good phone. The battery life lasts me all day. You know?
First of all,
At
my
this
question is,
point,
why are you
I'll-
looking to get away from iPhones? That's my big
My-
question.
Yeah, that's my
well,
question.
Because they're bad phones. They're not good
No, no,
phones.
no,
They're extremely unintuitive.
No, God.
I think they're very intuitive.
They're
My
very
mother
good.
hates it.
Love
My
them.
mother hates her iPhone.
Why does your mother hate
And
her
she
iPhone?
had-
Not.
She does not
And
like.
you can't
her
use
iPhone.
you can't use my mother as an example for your freaking
I don't know.
anecdote.
She
That's not.
I'll-
My
I don't
mom
think
loves
her-
her iPhone.
her first phone
I love
wasn't
my
an
iPhone.
iPhone, and she
Her what?
I don't know. Her first phone was an Android. I think she liked it better.
Why did she like it better than?
I don't know. She always talks about how she doesn't know what to do, but I don't know if it would be any different on the Android. To be honest, when she has to do certain things, because
Yeah, iPhone's better. for sure.
Facebook and stuff.
Let us know what you guys think
It's
down
way
below.
more
Android or
It's
iPhone?
just way more expensive.
Yeah, let us know. It is
For
way
sure.
more expensive.
Like my phone's like half the price that yours is.
It is a lot more
It
expensive,
does
but I
everything.
think it's worth it.
I think with an
I don't think it
iPhone,
is.
I think with Apple,
It's
you're
not
paying-
paying.
even,
month.
actually, I could say
You're paying for the
I
experience.
would argue it's not worth it because then you have to buy the new one when it comes out.
No, you
'cause your
don't.
yours gets slowed down.
No, it
when
doesn't. I've had mine for like freaking.
I think an
They
iPhone
slow
has,
it down.
has a
come
solid
on. It's
lifespan.
literally proven that they slow it down.
Well, yeah,
And
but
They can't
and
do that. They
also-
can't do that though.
It's
They
not
got
anymore,
sued for
not
it.
anymore.
They got
do.
sued for it, and they can't do that.
They can't do it anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's proven that they did.
I
But
think
they're not doing it anymore. So there you go. There's your reason why you should get an iPhone.
Well, I don't think you
I
have
know,
to get
you
one
don't
every
need an
year.
iPhone though, because like you just don't need it.
Some people do like to get a new one every year. I
Androids
think
are great
an iPhone
phones.
can give you a lifespan of 5 to 6 years,
Yeah.
and I think any phone after 5 or 6 years, you would just kind of have to update it or upgrade
That's
it.
a
just
long
because-
time. Nobody has a phone for that long, do they? Like 2 years, like 3 years,
Well,
because the technology advances so much in that time.
it just depends what you use your phone for.
Yeah, that's who. Yeah, exactly. Who uses their phone for like?
Like a work phone, you could just have a flip phone. If you're just using it to make phone calls,
For phone calls,
Yeah.
yeah. But a lot of people use their like phones for like working.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, at that point, it's just like they all pretty much do the same thing. Honestly.
So here's what I would say. I would
They
say
all do
go
the
to
same
your
thing.
store, go to your local Verizon or whatever you have, Sprint, T-Mobile, whatever you have. Go there and just try a bunch of phones out.
Yeah.
Try try the iPhones, try all the Samsungs, try all the
It's not gonna
Androids,
do
try all of
anything, though,
them,
'cause they
and
all
whichever
do
one
the
you
same
like,
thing.
get that one.
They all do the same thing. They swipe, they move, the screen moves.
Yep.
And they all do the same thing. Just the looks
So
of it.
that's my advice
and
to
the
you.
price too.
And
Thank
you.
I just remembered the old meme, the old joke about the Samsungs and the other phones. It was like when you drop your phone and the battery falls out.
Oh yeah.
That was always really funny to me. Or like that they would explode, their phones would explode.
yeah, I used to have.
Samsung
I used to have
There was that
Android,
one
though.
Samsung phone that exploded.
I used to have a Nokia or a Motorola,
I used
Razr,
to have a Motorola too.
and I
Yeah,
had
me
a
too.
Samsung Galaxy S6, I think.
Nice dude.
And
I had an
I
HTC,
didn't
bro.
like either of them. What's an HTC? Is that like a drug?
No.
Yeah.
I had a
GG.
Google
Hard
Pixel 1 and then a Google Pixel 3. and
You've
then
always been a
4,
Google
and then a
Pixel boy.
6A.
They're good for the camera. Their camera's good. You've
They're
showed me.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
And so's the AI. The AI and the
What AI?
operating system's amazing. Like, it's so simple and I don't know.
Should
is
I
and the
tell her
AI
I
by the way,
love
Google's
her?
way better.
Yes, no,
See,
don't
tell
tell
her-
her.
tell
Don't
her you
tell
love
her.
Yes, tell her you love her.
Okay,
dude.
let's read this out real quick. Should I tell her I love her? I have a friend who I have been in love with for 2 years. She has no idea. Sorry, I can't see. We had a bit of a falling out.
a while back, and
Yeah.
I was absolutely miserable when we didn't talk. She knows I am a. Oh my God!
I
She
am
knows
bi.
I am bi,
As in bisexual.
and has spoken about being
I
bi
thought
as well.
bipolar.
Oh, so she's also bi, huh? I really don't think she sees me in a romantic sense, but she's going to move, and I keep thinking about how I might regret not telling her.
Look,
Should
dude,
I risk the friendship and tell her?
It sounds again, like you are under the age of 18. I think you should tell her because as a man, there's no point having a woman in your life that isn't your mother, your sister, your grandmother, your mother, a woman in your life. There's no point in having more than one woman in your life as a companion. You don't need multiple friends that are girls because, like, what is that? There's only...
Yeah, but she's moving, dude.
Well, then tell her.
So why?
What do you have to lose?
I don't know, like...
What are you going to text someone that's across the country
of telling her? I mean, I guess you could just be like...
Well, self-relief, self-expression.
If you love her...
By the way, I was in love with you for 2 years.
If he does love her...
I've been in love with her.
Honestly,
there's no point. I think there's no point. As you get older, there's no point in keeping that friendship, keeping it as a friendship. There's no point. Especially if you love her. So I think you should tell her. Because if you love her and you keep her as a friend, like that's just going to be pointless.
Exactly.
And as you get older, it's going to be even more pointless.
You already wigged it.
I don't know. Honestly,
you've been in love for 2 years.
Wigged it, bro. Yeah. I think, no.
You've been in love for 2 years. We don't know how old he is
either. He could be 18, so he used to fell in love, quote unquote, fell in love with her when she was 16. But I mean,
for 2 years,
just tell her because you could always have another chance with her, and she's gonna move anyway if she's 18.
That's the thing. He's had her around for because
but he could be 16. That's the thing. Like,
what I'm assuming is you're clinging onto the hope that you guys can be something. Well, you guys are never gonna be anything if you don't let her know your true feelings. If you don't let her know your true feelings,
it's true. Yeah,
you never know how she feels about you. You can't just wait and hope for her to develop feelings. So just tell her. Just let her know.
You're probably gonna regret it forever. Honestly,
exactly.
You really might.
Exactly.
But
tell her, dude. Just tell her.
Yeah, tell her for sure.
And if she says no, then oh well. There's a lot of women out there that will be lucky to have you, or men, because you are bi, like you stated. I don't know why bro's giggling. Tell her for sure. Thank you.
Yes, let her know. And send it.
People that tell you not to tell her are people that are in the same situation that are really nervous to express their feelings because they don't want to lose a friendship. But at the end of the day, if that friendship isn't going to give you anything, any kind of benefit, any kind of future profits, then there's no point keeping someone around that isn't good for you and
because
just making you feel bad about yourself.
If you're a guy and you love a woman, that can't stay as a friendship. It just can't. It literally can't. And as you get older, it's going to be even like... It just serves no point. It just serves no point in loving a woman... And just keeping her as a friend. It just doesn't make any sense. If you really
love her, exactly. And as the woman, then, if you love her, put it this way. If you love her and you never tell her and she gets with someone, that just makes it 10 times worse for you. So why are you going to put yourself in that situation?
Yeah.
I graduated high school early. I'll let you read this one.
You said, what do I do now?
This guy graduated high school from note number 359. He said, what do I do now? My grades sucked. I don't know why they graduated me. I graduated Tuesday ever since my life. Ever since my... Sorry, with the punctuation again.
There's no comma there, dude.
Ever since my life has been counterproductive. I've been filling my brain with junk. Now using my phone and playing games, scrolling through social media just feels like a waste of time. It's no longer fun. I miss school. I got 2 years of nothing. Because I'm supposed to enter college in 2025 of November, so I got a ton of time. I just wish I could have finished my full 4 years of school. I just need some sort of education to keep me busy. I regret fixing my grades so I could pass. Any advice is greatly appreciated.
I'm confused. He says he graduated high school early, but it sounds like he just graduated high school.
It sounds like they kicked you out, dude.
It says that he graduated. It seems like he graduated 2 years early.
He said his grades sucked. I don't know why they graduated me.
Yeah.
I think they kicked you out, and then if you're supposed to enter college in 2025 of November, I think you mean November of 2025. So that might be part of the reason why they graduated you early.
And also, you forgot the comma right there.
And if you say...
a lot of punctual mistakes here.
You could still start school now. You don't have to wait till 2025. And you can find a job. You can get a...
Why don't you wait until 2024? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Next year, Bo.
Yeah, get a job, dude.
Don't get a job.
Or go out into the world. Find shit that you like.
Don't get a job or... No, don't get a job.
Again, I just want
to trade or something at this point.
I just wish I could have finished my full 4 years. It's could VE. I hate people that say my girlfriend says could have.
Could have.
Yeah,
it's could have. It's could have.
Of is not.
Yeah,
of.
Could
no,
have.
Yeah.
Could have. Yeah, could have. Yeah, that's amazing.
I would have graduated you 3 years early.
How did he graduate, dude?
Yeah,
I wish I could have.
Yeah, where is he from? He's probably from some small fucking town that doesn't want any. Like, I don't even know what the fuck.
How did they graduate this guy?
Yeah, who?
Just go out into
message this guy. How did he graduate?
Are you sure you graduated?
Are you sure you graduated?
Maybe your parents pulled you out. You said they graduated you, but your grades suck.
It's
Maybe
no
your
longer
parents
He
told
says,
you out.
I don't know
Yeah,
why they
this is so
graduated me so
weird.
early.
Why
My
would
grades
you
were shit.
graduate?
How did he graduate,
Yeah.
dude? I'm so confused here.
Yeah.
Especially, how did he graduate early?
It
That's
says
what.
right
That's the
here,
thing.
maybe like this has something. It says that he fixed his grades so I could pass.
Okay, but then
Huh.
how did you graduate early?
So maybe
You
yeah,
fixed
I
your
don't
grades.
know,
Did he
man.
just
so,
said?
you were so
maybe-
progressive about fixing your grades that you fixed your grades
like,
in
I
advance.
regret. No, I think, man, what does he mean by?
What is he?
What does he mean
This
by
is this
fixing?
is
Does he
not a
mean-
good. This is not a good paragraph
I
he
think
wrote
when
here,
said
dude. And you forgot to
fixing, I
indent
think he
too.
means like faking. I think maybe.
You need some sort of
Fixing his-
education.
faking his
Well,
grades so he could pass.
Go to the library. You're on your phone all the time. Read a book or something. Take a
Go-
course.
I
Take a
probably just
course.
learned how to weld. I would say.
Yeah, there's a lot of things
Learn
you
how
could
to
learn.
weld.
Learn a skill, learn a trade, and
Learn how to
and
weld.
You'll
and
be
go
set,
to a
dude.
welder and just
If you're
Become an electrician, bro. Become a plumber.
if you're 16,
Make-
17, and
probably
you learn a
good
trade
weld.
now,
good weld.
for the next 20 years, you'll be a millionaire.
or join the
I don't know, but
military.
learn a
you're-
skill.
Join the military.
Learn a skill.
You can join
Learn
the
marketing,
military
bro.
Straight out of high school.
Asus, ROG, or iPad 5th.
Shut
generation.
up. Nobody cares. about
Nobody
that
cares
crap.
about devices, dude. We already
Yeah, but
covered
that guy-
devices. I'm
that
sorry.
That guy
should
needs
be-
some help.
That guy
Look,
should
dude.
be.
I think you could hit one of us up. We could help you fix that paragraph, and then
Repost it, and then maybe you have some actual comments on this
yes, there you go.
because you need some actual help,
Look, because
professional help.
as of right now, respectively, I don't know you, but I think you didn't. I don't think you got graduated early. I think
I
someone.
think they kicked you out,
yeah, I
dude.
think you got kicked out, or your parents pulled you out
I
because
think they kicked you out.
I don't know how you fix your grades so well that they graduate you. If I had straight A's, I don't.
But
think
he
I
has
would've
literally said in like a few sentences before that they don't know why he passed him, or they don't know why they graduated him if his grades were suck so much. And then he goes on to say that he fixed his grades. I don't get it. Yeah, I think you need to get your timeline straight, bro. Because that does not make any sense, Ratty.
Okay, I feel like kissing my girl best friend.
What do we got here?
While you have a girlfriend,
Let me-
maybe you're wrong.
Let me just say this here. You don't need a girl best friend.
Facts.
Men, you don't need a girl best friend. Women, you don't need a male best friend.
well,
Facts.
this guy's just
Speak
confused
it.
about
Facts.
what this guy's probably. He's 19. He's.
Speak facts. Speak the facts.
I feel like.
If you're in love with your girlfriend, then why are
Says
you
whenever I'm
then why are
drunk.
you getting drunk with your girl best friend? Go get
Wait,
drunk.
read this out. Read this out.
I, 19, male, feel like kissing my girl best friend whenever I'm drunk, even though I have a girlfriend of 6 months. What should I do to clear this mess in my
Ugh.
head? Because I'm very much in love with my girlfriend.
Okay, first of all,
Well,
go ahead. Go ahead. I
6
got something to
months,
say.
I don't think is a long enough time. If you've only been dating for 6 months, I don't think that's long enough time to truly know whether you are. Well, I can't judge, but if you know you're really in love with someone. Second of all, don't have a girl best friend. Why do you have a girl best friend if you are in a relationship?
First of all, does your girlfriend know that you have a girl best friend? Because if she knows, then I'm very confused. And you're 19. I'm guessing your girlfriend's also somewhere around that age. If she knows that you have a girl best friend, I am confused as to why she's letting you allow to have a girl best friend.
Or getting drunk with her, for that matter. Why are you getting drunk with her?
For that matter, what in the world is
Like,
going on?
would you let your girlfriend have a male best friend? And if
yeah,
so,
honestly, like
then
this is so
relationship isn't for
stupid.
you.
Just do whatever. Just do what pleases you at this point, because like this is such a stupid.
What he
plan.
needs to do is choose. First of all,
Yeah,
he needs
you
to
just
choose
need
one girl,
or you
right?
just need to do both of them.
I mean, this is the
honestly.
problem with society
And
these
just
days.
stop asking on Reddit. Just
Yeah.
do it,
The problem with society these days is the lines are so blurred. If you want to be polyamorous,
yeah, just tell him.
then just
tell
your girlfriend and tell your girl
just
best
tell
friend. And someone,
If
I
she doesn't
promise
like it,
you,
it's over.
look on Reddit, look on Discord. There's people out there that will be into what you're into. If you want to have 2 girlfriends, then there's someone that's going to want to be your girlfriend along with someone else. So by all means, but don't put other people into this situation, make them uncomfortable
Yeah.
because you are right in your head. Like, why would you get a girlfriend if you're in love with your... Because if you want to kiss your girlfriend, then just kiss her.
Unless
Kiss
your
her, dude.
girlfriend is fine with it. Unless she's fine with it.
Why are you getting
Ask
drunk
her.
with your girl best friend? Hey, and you're 19, bro, so why are you getting drunk anyway? Unless you live
Oh,
in, like,
yo.
in Mexico or in a
Oh.
country
Get this
where,
guy
the,
in
where,
jail,
the legal,
boy.
where the legal drinking
He
limit
just
is
said
all
he's
right.
he just freaking self-incriminated himself.
Look, I'm no one to give relationship advice, but there's no reason to have a companion of the other sex if you don't want anything with them, because you know deep down that, right? If you have a best friend of the different sex, of the different gender, you know that deep down inside you want something with them.
Yeah.
So there's
Sure.
like, just don't lie to yourself, don't lie to your girlfriend, don't lie to your best friend. Be honest.
Yeah, be honest with yourself. Be honest. What do we got here, Roddy?
My
Right,
parents
man.
found out I was looking at porn and I don't know what to do. Apologize. Your parents have probably looked at porn before
What?
too, dude.
What?
Huh?
Come
said
clean
he should
because that's a normal
apologize?
thing, actually.
Yeah.
Who should
The more you
apologize?
deny,
The person
the
that
more
got
awkward
caught.
it gets.
For
Lol.
what?
For I don't know. Well, why doesn't he know what to do? I mean,
He says-
everyone watches porn, dude. Like
he said,
your parents have watched porn at some point, and I'm sure they understand. Unless you're
They probably did. They probably haven't.
unless you're a strictly religious family or
because
like
porn is new.
yeah,
Porn
just-
is a new thing, but
like Playboy magazines back then.
they probably had magazines,
cassettes
but
and
and,
CDs.
and drawings.
CDs nuts.
go down.
But like this guy,
My dad
look,
basically
this
came up
is
to me and asked me to show him my search
Yo,
history.
okay,
This
for
is
no-
the word-
First of
why
all,
do
how old
parents-
are you?
Look, why do
that
parents
he had
do this?
that he
where
came
where,
up to you.
Yeah, where they go, look, where they go, show me your search history, and then he's like, no, and then
I
they're
said
like,
no.
I can see your search history. So too bad. I
hate
didn't even
people
need
that
to
do
see
that.
it.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. It's like,
Just
why?
say, hey, I know
It's
you've
like
been
a
watching
weird,
this.
like controlled, complex thing.
Yeah, it's like a weird like
Where they're
show
just
me
like-
show me this or
Yeah,
or
it's
else. You
weird.
know what?
It's like,
Oh, you didn't show me?
actually,
Well, I already knew.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, dude, at the end of the day,
At the end of the day, in like I don't know how old this guy is. He has a phone and he has Twitter and he's like he writes pretty well, so I don't think he's like too young. I don't know. It's not.
honestly, dude, your
You're
parents
probably just curious and you're
Yeah.
probably young and you're just not a big
Yeah, I don't
deal.
know.
It's not a big deal,
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
mean,
a parent.
It's
I'm-
not good for you for sure, but it's probably. I mean, I don't know. It's probably not a big deal.
I'm closer to being in that situation as the victim than as the accuser. But I don't think if I were a parent, I would do that. You know, I
I
would
don't know if he's not healthy, but I don't think I would either.
because
It's just a little like it's a young. I don't know.
I would assume
don't
you're pretty
know.
young. You're exploring your body.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think there's any reason for your parents to
I
flip
know.
out like that. Like,
Yeah, I don't think so
It's a
either.
little weird.
we know
I
you're
guess.
watching porn. Okay,
he's kind of
then
a helicopter parent.
have a conversation about it.
Kind
Don't
of,
just
yeah.
block off. You know.
Yeah, dude.
If you block porn, he's still gonna find ways to masturbate. He's on a shitty phone browser. He could find pornography on
Yeah.
a shitty phone browser.
And it might get dangerous too. He might do it in the library. He might go to the fucking library and start fucking whacking off in there.
I think, yeah, because I think you can see search history through like the.
And then
internet
it's
or
weird
whatever.
because then like now he's not gonna feel like he can't trust his parents ever.
No,
Like,
exactly.
He's
That's
gonna,
gonna,
Yeah,
he's gonna
that's
feel like
true.
he has to hide everything.
that's gonna create a barrier between him and his
Yeah.
parents. Like if
He's
you're
gonna
gonna
be like,
Like you guys
yeah,
did this.
it's
Why
not
did you
even-
guys even do that? I was freaking
As-
15, whatever.
parent,
I don't know how
do
old he
better.
is,
You
but
need to have a
I
conversation.
get it. I
about
get it if he's like 9 or if
Yeah.
he's like 10.
If he's a child, he
I
doesn't.
get
need
it
to
if
be
he's a
looking at-
child. If he's like, I get it. Like then yeah, it should have already been blocked.
But if he's in puberty,
But yeah,
If he's a
like-
teenager,
if he's
like-
a teenager, like I don't know. That's a little bit of a helicopter parenting thing. I
Yeah.
guess.
If you
That
have
would make me uncomfortable.
parents are watching this, don't be such a helicopter parent.
would they rather you watch that, which I know isn't healthy, or would they rather you go out and be doing it at the ripe age that you're at, and end up having a child because your parents didn't
Yeah.
have that conversation
True.
with you and didn't teach you the right ways. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I know what you're feeling right now.
yeah,
But you got to control yourself.
they had you, dude. Did they forget how they did that? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
True.
They were once
Do
your age.
better.
They should remember, right?
Yeah. They should.
Yeah.
They didn't have porn though. Not gonna lie. It's pretty-
That's
Anyway.
insane, man. I'm
The
sorry.
internet's a new thing.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you went through
hap-
that.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're going
happened to
through
you.
that,
Yeah,
man.
that sucks. That's super.
And he said in the comment he was like I actually told him to leave me alone. He said
Oh yeah,
that.
he said he didn't deny it. Huh? He was like, didn't really deny it. Told him to leave me alone.
Well, it's like, let me
He's
see your
like,
search
"Don't leave me
history.
alone."
No. Well, I know what you're watching anyway. It's like,
He was
okay.
like, okay, like you have something that like Jesus Christ, man.
What do you have to say? Or blocking your internet? Why?
I wonder what the parents like expect the son to say. Like, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, sir.
Yeah.
Like what do you expect the kids?
Unless
to
they're
do?
like really religious, right?
Yeah, but
yeah,
I think they would have
guess so.
explained that, right? Like, we're Jehovah.
Oh, I guess maybe he would have explained that. I
We're
don't know.
Jehovah
We're
Witnesses. Hey, we're
we're
Jehovah
strictly
Witnesses.
Catholic.
All right, let's see. This guy feels lonely.
Very
so
lonely.
This is from Confused with Life XD. So very lonely. I'm gonna be honest. I feel as if I missed out on life in some ways. I'm a 26-year-old male and never had a relationship with a girl because I've been too shy and insecure. I have never lost my virginity either. It's my fault, I agree, if anyone says it is. I'm just very lost in life. Any advice?
You just said it's my fault. I agree.
All right,
If
first
anybody
of all-
says it is.
Look, dude. That's
Hey,
part
he
of
just
that-
put
chill, bro.
it,
You're
he
making fun of-
just put himself down right off the
Yeah,
bat.
dude. That's
Well-
part of the problem. Don't put yourself down, man. You have to develop a
he's
little
just
confidence.
he's just taking responsibility before
Maybe.
anybody's like, it's your fault. Stop complaining about everything.
As an adult male these
he's
days,
just putting it out there that like he
he's-
knows. But
Yeah, he's male.
anyway, first of all, this is a very common thing. So don't feel like you're out there. Don't feel like you're alone.
He's
out there, 'cause This is very
26.
common. Yeah, this is very.
Never had a
very
relationship with a
common,
girl.
especially today's.
Here's
age,
what I say,
day
bro.
and age.
just get out there, meet some people,
Shake your dick
go to a
and
party, go to a bar, and just start talking to people. Just literally start talking to people and start talking. I don't know if you have friends or not, but you know, go out with your friends, go out with your buds, you know, and just you know, I mean, you're 20, you're 26, you know,
Look,
you're super
man.
young.
Look,
Dude, I would say just start with the basics. Like first, you're probably overweight. He's probably overweight.
yes, I didn't. I did
He's
want to cover that. Yes,
He probably
Good call.
insecure
Good
about his
call.
looks.
Gym.
He's probably insecure about his looks, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, like Diego said, the main point of advice: go to the gym, exercise, take care of your body. If you're already a good-looking person, then, or regardless of how you look, someone is gonna like you. There's
What
billions.
you really have to do is put yourself out.
Put yourself out there. There's literally billions
all
of
you have
people
to
on the
do.
planet, and at least 3 billion of those are of mature age to get to have a relationship with you.
Yeah, he's
I'm not
sure.
like look for people your age. There's someone out there.
Yeah, look
Like,
at people your age.
within even 100,000 people that is gonna be your type that you like, that likes someone that looks like you.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's never a point to stop self-improvement. You could always be better, regardless of whether you're peak human physicality or like peak emotional, awareness. You could always improve. So just focus on improving.
Look, here's another thing.
But there's someone out there for
he's
you.
on pills.
He's on
depression
For
and anxiety.
depression and anxiety. So first thing, dude, get off of those.
Get off of those and go to the gym. That's
Get
what you
off
need to
of
do.
those.
Get off of those and
You
start
don't-
hitting the
You
gym.
really do not need those, and they make you feel way worse. Like that's like
He says it's hard to explain. I feel trapped in my head, and it feels hard to get out. That's literally because
that's
you're on
'cause of-
pills.
yeah,
You're on the
that's 'cause of
pills,
your
bro.
medication.
They're literally trying to
By the way,
numb you
we're not
down.
doctors, but this is like
And I'm gonna say
You don't
one
need
thing for the one time.
For the one time,
and if you or anyone is having thoughts of suicide or feeling suicidal, I don't know if I can say that without getting.
I think that's.
I don't think
yeah.
we're monetized
No,
anyway.
I think that's good.
But if you or anyone is
Yeah,
being
we're
having
not
thoughts of
monetized.
suicide, call the hotline, dude.
Call the
like,
hotline.
I-
1-800.
Yeah, 1-800, dude. Like,
That's all I know.
suicide is never the answer.
the suicide prevention.
There's
hotline.
always an answer. I'm not saying you're suicidal, but it sounds like you're having mental health issues. I think you could always benefit from that hotline, man. You could benefit from not killing yourself.
I think
Dude,
so
this
too.
guy's probably he's 26.
You're 26, dude. I mean, you're an adult man. You can get out there. I promise you, there's someone out there for you, man. But
Yeah.
just don't get a girl best friend.
Oh well, he
Also-
doesn't have a job. As soon as he gets the job, he'll feel better.
He's probably also clearly he's an introvert, right? I mean, clearly he's an introvert. Clearly he feels insecure about himself. I think you should, number one, start hitting the gym. Number two, number two, literally just go out. Literally just go out and present yourself to anybody that you meet. I mean, you don't literally have to go out to the street and just go, hi, nice to meet you. You know, like you don't have to literally do that, but go to a party, go out with your friends, have fun.
Yeah, go to a
Meet
party.
some people.
You're gonna and if you're gonna say
Get
you
in
don't
shape.
have friends, you don't, dude. There are a million forums with a million people that have the similar interest. I'm sure you have interests that other people that you share with other people. So as long as you meet those people, make those relationships and make those connections, just get out there and you'll feel more confident in yourself.
There's a
and
lot of
happier.
things missing from his life right now that he needs to put in there. Then he'll
Yeah.
start feeling better.
Just worry about yourself
good
first.
luck.
Make sure to improve yourself. Try to grow as a person. And, if you have physical body image issues, then go out, just do some push-ups, dude. I think 26, you could still, get your metabolism going, do some
Mhm.
push-ups. And
100%, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, definitely get out and exercise and put yourself out there. I think those would be the two main things that I would tell you. Exercise, get in shape, and put yourself out there. And you will definitely find someone. And actually, I would say even, like, don't even chase a girl, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah,
You
chase them, like, like...
Don't be desperate. Don't
Yeah.
be desperate because you say you're 26, like that's a bad thing. 26 is still very young in my opinion. You have a lot of time to meet people, and who knows, maybe 20, 30 years from now you'll be a married man with a happy life and a happy wife. So, or husband if that's what you choose,
Exactly. We don't discriminate.
We don't discriminate
We
anybody.
don't discriminate.
I am 13 and
This
I
one
just
already
found out I'm
got,
pregnant. What do I
Good
do?
amount of comments, but 13 and pregnant.
I'm going to share the whole
Abort.
story, but I'm really, really lost. And telling my parents is not an option.
Actually, it
And
is an option, actually.
Unfortunately, I took 3 tests, and I should be about 5 or 6 weeks along. I would really appreciate some advice and suggestions on what to do. I'm also very embarrassed to post this. Okay. First of all,
So she's 5 or 6 weeks along, and she thinks that telling her parents is not an option, and I don't know why, but the important thing is I have to tell somebody, because you cannot keep this to yourself. And if you do, it's going to get way worse.
And someone's going to find
100% you cannot handle a pregnancy on your own.
If you
I
feel like you
promise
can't tell your parents because you think they're going to flip out, because you don't really have a good relationship with them, like, the number one thing I would say is the number one advice I would say is tell your parents. But if you really feel like you're in a position where you can't tell them, just tell somebody.
Yeah.
Tell a friend. Tell a parent. Tell a parent's friend.
Doctors,
tell a friend's parent, or tell your
phone numbers.
Tell your teacher maybe. I don't know, if you're close with a teacher. I mean, they can help you out. I think.
And let's cover the basics. First of all, it doesn't sound like it, and I really hope it isn't the R word.
No.
I really hope for your sake, and if it is, talk to someone. Then you really need to tell someone. Second of all, you are 13, and if you did have relations with someone consensually, then that is part of the responsibility is on you, And I think that you just have to make better choices. This is something, like you said, I guess according to you have to live with now, and I believe that you need to find the other person, the other half of this, and make them responsible for it, Because if this was consensual from both sides, and both people need to be responsible.
Yeah, look, just Google child helplines and child protective services, and if you really feel like your parents are going to hurt you or do something that would actually really harm you. And yeah, just go ahead and call child protective services.
First and
that's really
foremost,
the best
where's
advice that we can give you, because we're not experts at all.
Wait, no,
So
let me see. First and foremost, where's the dad? Let me see if she answered.
Bro,
Yo.
This dude said, yo.
that's not first and foremost.
But where is the dad? That's what I want to know. I don't know who exactly the dad is.
Yo. Well, you said I don't know who exactly the dad is, but no,
she
it
said
was
it was not
not
consensual.
No,
She said, "Oh no, wait, what?
It was not.
No, it was not consensual. She didn't say it was a minor or an adult, so she doesn't know who it was. Not consensual.
She doesn't know who the dad is.
She blacked out with a group of friends, and none more adults in your family is not going to exactly understand or listen. Well, I don't want to be fucked up, but you need to make better choices.
Wait, go back up, Diego.
You need to make better choices. Why are you 13 and blacking out?
I blacked out with a group of friends.
It's real advice from you right now, or no?
Why are you 13 and blacking out?
That's actual advice that you're giving her right now, or no?
Yes, at
Make
13,
better choices.
blacking out
13-year-old
at 13 years old.
who probably doesn't have good parents. Like, her parents are probably doing the same thing that she's doing.
That's
That's
still-
the advice that you're giving
That's
her.
still not something you should be doing at 13. Is blacking out.
No shit, Jahir.
But maybe nobody's told her that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no
Well, then
shit.
where's the
Jahir.
common
Yeah, but
sense?
nobody's told her to not be
fucking
doing those
terrible
things. So
advice.
somebody has to say those things, right?
Where's the common
Yeah,
sense?
but it's already like.
So somebody has to make those questions. Somebody has to ask those questions. Why are you that age and doing that? Maybe nobody's asked her that. Maybe her
second
family
of all,
hasn't asked her that.
Those
It's
are
not-
terrible. Those are not friends. If they're letting something like that happen to you,
That's
those aren't friends.
that's a tricky one, huh? That's gonna be
So-
a tricky one.
And if in that case, since it wasn't consensual, you definitely need to talk to someone about it, because that's not,
Yeah, and maybe she's scared. Maybe her friends. Maybe she sees those people as her actual friends. She doesn't want to get them in trouble. But I mean, at the end of the day, like.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, those aren't friends.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But maybe
Friends watch your back
maybe
and
she
take care of
sees
you.
them as friends. You know what I mean? Like
I
at the end of the
guess.
day, like objectively, they're probably not her friends if they did that to her. But subjectively, in her eyes, she still probably sees them as a friend. You know what I mean? Even when truly they're not. But yeah, I definitely go to law enforcement.
Yeah, definitely tell someone. That's not an option anymore, because
Yeah.
Well, prior to this, I thought it was consensual, but since it wasn't consensual, go tell somebody.
Also, you need to be surrounding yourself with
good
better
people,
people.
with people
You
that
need to
care about
surround
you.
yourself with people that genuinely like you, genuinely care for you. People, and I don't know who your friends are, by the way. I don't know if they're older than you, but you need to surround yourself with people, your age, especially if you're 13 years old, right?
Well, she said her friends, none of them were adults, but look,
Maybe they're fucking 17 or something. I don't know.
Look, I don't think you should be 13 and blacking out. I think that's like something, like a word, like an underlying problem that you have.
That's like a no shit type of thing, though. That's like something that you say to a 20-year-old that like
That's
you shouldn't be blacking out. Yeah, he knows that, but a 13-year-old.
Well, 20-year-olds can take care of themselves a little better.
That's exactly my point. A 13-year-old who doesn't have any parents.
If a 20-year-old blacks out, they could be they run less risk. A 13-year-old, you know, you can do things without blacking out. So it's like, what are you like? What happened? What let you there?
I'm trying to explain. Like, she probably doesn't have parents. Like,
well, then why would she tell her? Why would she include her parents in that conversation?
She's not.
She's saying including her parents. Telling her parents is not an option.
Yeah. So
her parents are in the picture.
If her parents were in the picture, do you think she would be literally death? Do you think she would literally prefer to
she has parents is what I'm saying. She has parents is what I'm saying.
Dude, everybody has parents.
Okay, but she has parents that are around her.
How do you know this?
Because if they didn't care about her, she wouldn't have.
How do you know that they're not on meth 24/7?
Well, then she wouldn't have included her parents. How do you know that she doesn't live in
Alabama, where like in a fucking
because then she wouldn't have included her parents in the conversation.
No, dude.
She would have just said, "I have no one to tell."
Well, I think maybe she has parents. Maybe they're just not. Maybe they're negligent.
Yeah, but then you know, negligent
parents are a real thing, right?
Yes, but she would have said that.
She says she can't tell them. Maybe it's because.
But there's other crack addicts. Well, she should have clarified.
Oh my God! It's a 13-year-old girl, bro.
And what?
You're talking like we're talking about it, dude. It's 13, bro.
Okay,
she's an idiot.
What is your point?
She's a child, bro.
But what is your point?
You're talking about her like she's supposed to be taking some sort of responsibility for her life, but she's 13, dude.
Everyone has responsibility over their life.
Bro, you gotta be kidding me right now.
If a 13-year-old walked across the street and got hit by a car, that's on the parents?
No, but
okay, it's common sense. There's common sense that should apply.
Yeah, there is common sense. Like, there's common sense.
I'm not saying she deserved this. I'm not saying she deserved this.
Your parents should be looking after you and should know where you are at all times.
Exactly, but there's also common sense.
Stop talking, bro.
There's also common sense.
Can I talk?
There's also common sense.
Can I talk real quick?
Relax.
Can I talk? Okay.
Sure.
When you're 13, your parents are supposed to take care of you, right? They're supposed to pick you up from school, take you home, you know, help you with your homework. They're not supposed to let you go and get drunk with your friends. And if they do let you do that, I wouldn't picture those parents as being super, you know, attentive or responsible.
Sure.
I wouldn't picture them as being someone who's an upstanding member of society either, would you?
No, but there's also scenarios where a kid can sneak out.
Yeah.
There's kids, because I know there's kids that are 13 and like to party and like to sneak out.
And generally, are those parents responsible, present? Are they loving?
In the situations that I know, yes.
Really?
Yes.
So these kids are just assholes, basically. Because I never.
A lot of kids these days are assholes.
But there's like. I
don't know. I really never went to a party like without telling anyone.
But how do you know? But we don't even know anything about their parents.
Yeah, I'm just like, what's most likely is like a 13-year-old who's going and getting drunk with her friends and being, you know, R-worded. Like, most likely, I don't think that these, like, just what's most likely, you know?
Yeah, but we can't really talk about most likely. I mean, we have to give advice for both scenarios. Well, I can't just say one scenario. Because we don't know anything about her parents, we don't know if they're good people or bad people because she doesn't say that they're good people or bad people.
Exactly, we don't know. But right, I'm just saying it from what I'm reading, and she's saying that.
But she doesn't say anything about her parents besides that she can't tell them.
From real situations that I've been known that I know of, like a real situation. I know someone that has very loving parents that are not outstanding members of society, but that are functioning members of society. That have children, more than one child, and the kid just happens to be an asshole. The kid's 12 or 13 and smokes marijuana and sneaks out with their friends.
It's the parents' fault.
It's the parents' fault,
dude.
It's the parents' fault, but that doesn't mean the parents are assholes.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
That doesn't mean the parents are doing, like you said,
aren't giving their full effort. If your 12-year-old is smoking weed, dude, they're just not.
Okay, but
like they're not.
There's some responsibility to be held as a 12-year-old.
Does he play Xbox?
I don't know.
Does he play video games? Like, does he have toys? Like, then they're not doing their job.
I don't know what they do, but
you know what I mean? Like, it's not a good example because a 12-year-old smoking pot and their parents are allowing that to happen.
It's also on society.
They don't care as much. They don't care that much.
Because in school, they always tell you at 8 years old, they tell you don't do drugs, don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, but
from a very young age,
you definitely need guidance.
Do you understand why people do drugs?
Especially from parents. But at the same time,
Yeah, but do you understand why kids do drugs?
There's a lot of reasons.
Do you understand why 13-year-olds do drugs?
There's
not a lot of reasons.
Yes, there
There's
are.
a few. There's probably 2.
Or name them.
They're either neglected, so they feel like they have to, because they can't. They don't have fun. They're being tortured at home or something like that.
Sure.
So they feel like they need a way to escape, right? Because normal kid things don't do it for them. Or why else would a kid do drugs, right? Like
curiosity.
Really?
Yes.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, maybe, exactly. But when I was 13, I never experienced anything like that.
Yeah,
not
but
every 13-year-old is like you.
Exactly. That's kind of my point the whole time. My parents were always really, really caring about that.
Yeah, but
they always did everything that was the best.
I'm not saying no blame should be on the parents. I never said that, but I'm saying some responsibility.
Well, it's a 13-year-old. I'm saying when you're 13,
I think everyone should be responsible for themselves.
Yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, your responsibility goes up the older you get, right? So when you're 13, the responsibility that you have for yourself is basically do your homework, show up for dinner. For me, when I was 13, those were my responsibilities. So when you say you should be responsible,
legally speaking, until you're 18,
your parents are responsible for you.
Your parents are technically responsible for you, but at the same time, it's not like saying you don't have a brain, right? It's not like saying you don't understand. Because at 13, how old is your sister, Jahir?
My sister is 13.
She's 13. She's pretty smart, right? I mean, she her 13-year-old, she obviously has a pretty good family, I think, and parents that care for her, and a good brother, a good sister, stuff like that. But if she if you have another girl, or if you have this 13-year-old here that's maybe she doesn't have any brothers, maybe she doesn't have any sisters, maybe her parents are neglectful, or maybe her parents are not very neglectful. Maybe her parents love her, but we don't know. But if her parents are neglectful, then that's probably why she's saying that she doesn't have an option, or for telling her parents, or maybe her parents really do love her, and the reason why she doesn't want to tell her parents is because of how disappointed they're going to be in her. I don't know. We don't really know anything about her parents, so I think we should probably.
Well, I think we're just going over different, like you said, scenarios.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, I think we're just probably going over scenarios that we don't really know what's going on in her life besides what she told us, right? Besides what she wrote.
I also think, to Diego's point, that if her parents were really neglectful and meth addicts, or not around, not parents that made themselves responsible for her, then this was probably because if they say in a scenario where they raised her until she was 10 and then they disappeared from the picture, they should have in theory given her some values, right?
Yeah, but at the same time,
but if they were never around and she practically raised herself, well, then what are you doing? You've probably seen a lot of this stuff before.
Yeah, these are just the things that we're never gonna get answers to. But yeah, at the same time, a 13-year-old girl, she just doesn't have the experience or knowledge to know.
Also,
to know to know certain things, but I'm sure she knows that what she's doing is probably wrong.
That's because
she has human
comparing
instinct, right?
to Jahir's sister, who's also the same age, but it's not. It might not be the same, she might be 13, but she might have the cognition of a 9-year-old. That really happens in a lot of these places where people are really poor, because
that's another thing that we don't know, though, right? We don't know. But that's why we're going through these. She might. But these are just examples of what might be happening, right?
Well, also,
yeah, I know, but also I'm just generalizing. I realize that because I feel I'm generalizing because I think most of the time we're low income families, I think the kids would have a harder time telling it to their parents. It might be a bigger burden than if your family is really well off and you live in PV, and
she also might just be super uneducated because she knows of the law in her state for abortions. She knows to take pregnancy tests. She knows how far along she is, so she doesn't sound entirely uneducated. She
also constructed that paragraph a lot better than that previous guy.
So she doesn't. She doesn't seem like someone that's
also
stupid,
just be aware that it's probably fake, because there was a guy who, well, I'm pretty sure OP is actually a troll. It's an interesting question, even if it's fake, even if it's a troll. But
did she say anything after that? Did she reply to anything after that?
No. She didn't.
What do you mean? No, she's talking right there.
No, not really. She just said no, and pretty much and stuff like no.
Something
She's
similar.
Something
Yeah.
similar happened to a
Yes.
family member. The whole family dropped contact because they didn't believe her.
Yeah. So that happens in families sometimes.
Yeah, interesting. Sounds like you're in a bit of a pickle here, but like I said, I would
Call
definitely go
Child
to.
Protective Services.
I would go to law enforcement. Yeah, I would go to
Call CPS.
I'd go to law enforcement. I'd go to
Go to
somebody
Child
that can help you
Protective
tell somebody,
Services.
and
If
I
you
know all about
if
this.
they're
you
gonna
are
help you out.
pregnant, someone's gonna find out because you're gonna get fucking.
Yeah,
bitches.
Go to
Somebody's
Child
gonna
Protective
help.
Services.
Somebody's
'cause
gonna
they
find
know
out,
their
but-
shit.
yeah, that one is a very difficult one. But we spent quite a bit of time on that one. But those are serious topics that those are serious things that actually happen.
All the time too, and Theo Vaughn always talks about it, but he talks about it in such a funny way that it doesn't seem serious.
Yeah,
Because he's
they're
always
really-
talking about how poor he was in his neighborhood and how all this shit was always happening. It's so funny, but it's actually, if it was not like if he said it in a serious way, it'd be like Jesus.
It's super common these days. Like
It's always been common, especially in like middle.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it, like
Yeah,
poor America.
with like kids, I don't know.
But it's definitely possible that maybe she does have good parents and she just doesn't fucking listen to them. I don't know. Maybe she's just has good
Yeah.
parents, got in with the wrong crowd, and now the crowd has more influence than her parents do. I don't know.
Yeah, that happens. That's super common nowadays because the internet and stuff. It's
And she's
every-
13 in middle school, right?
Well,
8th grade, 7th grade.
13 just 13 is so young though. You're so
Also,
stupid.
we
when
don't
you're
even know if
13.
she goes to school. I guess
Right, but
We
I'm
don't know
assuming
anything
she
about
does,
her,
right?
But yeah, we're just assuming all the.
Assuming
most
she does
common
go to
things
school,
and
she's
stuff.
in middle school, 7th or 8th grade, right? And I mean, remember when we were in school, 7th, 8th grade, there were fucking fights happening. You know what I mean?
Kids
There were
these days
fights
are
happening,
stupid.
and there were fucking people fucking drugging themselves and shit.
I've seen.
I mean,
I don't remember people drugging themselves.
I know there are other people like smoking weed and stuff like
I've
that.
seen
because
news
Middle
articles
school?
of
Yeah.
I've
You know,
seen news articles
I
of
don't remember.
elementary students being caught with vapes.
That sounds. Yeah, I believe.
Elementary students is crazy though. It's like
Dude, yeah.
not
Like,
even
that's-
not
I
even
wouldn't even like
12 years old.
I remember. Yeah, Joe Rogan was like.
what 9
I
in
don't remember.
fucking
Me
elementary
personally, in my elementary school, no, but there was like elementary kids selling weed on the playground and stuff.
Yeah, but I guess it's always been a thing. I guess because I mean
For
I've
me, I don't remember
seen
that shit.
interviews with Lil Wayne how he shot himself when he was 12 or something like that.
What? On
Yeah,
accident?
he
Yeah.
yeah.
He was playing with a gun and he like shot or
I've
he
seen
was
videos. I've seen videos of that happening.
shot himself or
I've seen a video where two young like black girls they're in the bathroom playing with the gun, and like she points it at her head, and she accidentally shoots her cousin or whatever, and then she shoots herself, dude.
Yeah,
And the
isn't-
family
what-
is knocking on the door. Freaking,
And there was another kid that like
you
brought
know,
his gun to school or
hysterical,
something like that
'cause-
to show his
and he
friends,
shot the teacher. He shot the teacher, right?
and he like shoots his friend or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Something
it
happened.
was only shot.
crazy.
The student shot the teacher,
yeah, it's crazy.
and the teacher sued.
But
the
these are
parents or something.
These are the parents. This is the parents' fault. Like you should have your gun locked up. You know
That's what I'm
I mean?
saying.
There
Like,
was also one where I
it's
don't.
also not. It's not just a gun though. It's so much more than that. You know what I mean? Like that, because like so much goes into a child getting a gun and killing somebody. Like it's not just like the fact that you left
having
it out.
having a child is a huge responsibility, just in general. So
Yeah.
if you're not prepared to have children,
Just don't.
obviously, like in that
No,
situation,
nobody's ever prepared.
Like-
but if
like-
you
They
really
say.
don't, if you feel like you don't want any, just don't have them.
like I always say, rape is
Yeah.
children. I mean, rape is children.
Yo.
rape is different, but having children consensually and like willingly consenting to sex, even if it's protected, you're always running that risk. So it's like if you're not ready to have children, don't do that.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to have children.
Yeah. How far are we? How far are we in Raleigh? Raleigh, man.
An hour and 7.
Let's do a couple more.
I saw one of NLE Choppa. He said he lost his virginity at 8 years old or 9, but I don't
Okay.
know.
That.
I don't know. That
That's
you
all I
could
have to
even
say
get
about
hard
that.
at that age. I don't know. You could even
Okay.
get hard at like 9 years old or 8 years old.
Well, apparently you can't. So
if you're like, you know,
I'm a raging bitch.
I don't remember.
It's kind of funny.
As a scrawny guy, hit the gym, dude.
All right, Jay, you want to read this one?
Hardcore
I'll let-
mosh
I'll let
pits
Diego
as a
read this one.
scrawny guy. To be honest, I'm not the strongest or more sturdiest dude out there, and I'm worried I might become a target at the mosh pits I want to join next year at Rockville. I've moshed, crowd surfed, etc., but the pits I've been in were pretty tame, and I've really been looking to up my game.
What does that even
Super
mean?
excited for Prima Slipknot and Disturbed. Yeah, that's so
He's
funny.
like I'm looking. He's like
I
he's
don't
going into a
want to
freaking
look- I
game,
don't
like
want to
literally
look
going
like
into a
another one of
freaking
those teenagers who have their phone
football
out
game or
the whole
something.
time, LMAO.
I'm looking to up my game, guys.
Any advice
Should I
on how
do?
to not get trampled by guys twice my age and size? Listen, man, I've been in a couple mosh pits, and I'm not the biggest guy. I'm only 5'5", I'm not super skinny. I'm not pretty stout, but I
You just gotta gain more weight, bro. If you're under 200 pounds. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Bro said he said he was worried he might become a target at the mosh pits.
He literally says, "I'm looking to up my game."
Yeah, just
what does
stay
that
on your
mean?
feet. Really, just fucking. Yeah, I don't know what he means by up his game.
He's looking to up
Dude,
his
you could
game.
be-
He's looking to gain weight.
You don't
what
also,
should be
mosh
you
saying.
also don't
harder.
have to like just be in the middle of a mosh pit. You could just like kind of stand on the outside and just
You could
That is
stand,
true. You
try
can
to-
stand on the
yeah,
balcony.
push in. Don't like
Go
you
toward
know.
the outside.
Have you seen those videos where they're literally like at some like guy's like backyard, like some like a concrete backyard, and they're playing loud ass music, and everybody's just fucking like swinging their fists and shit, and,
Each other. Yeah.
and somebody gets hit in the face. Like what is going on here?
I've never been in one of those.
Like,
But if you're in
what-
those mosh pits, you probably enjoy that stuff.
Like,
you know?
what do you like? What brings you to do that? What brings you to literally go to someone's house, backyard, play like such loud music, and just literally like fucking bang your head up and
And
down,
hit
and like
people.
fucking swing your fucking fists around?
I can understand like mosh pits where like people like jump around and like shove each other. But when you're throwing kicks and punches, I mean, you're just
And they're literally like just fucking pushing each other and fucking headbutting each other, and just like I don't know, dude. Maybe they got the syndrome or something. I don't know.
Or also with Travis Scott when all those people got trampled.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
That
dude.
was
That's why I don't go to
insane.
concerts, dude. That's why I don't go to concerts.
That's
just
why.
so you know.
That's why I sit.
I don't go to concerts. Yeah, but that's pretty much.
I just don't go to concerts because I'm.
Yeah, if you're a scrawny guy or if you're a smaller type of guy, I'd say gain some weight and maybe kind of sit on the other side, try not to get as close as the actual mosh pit.
Or just find some bigger friends to surround you, and then like just
Yeah.
like your linebacker.
This is from this will be the last one.
Alright, here's gonna be the last one. Let's,
International Emu 900. All right, look.
Okay, let's read it.
I, 25 female, found out that my boyfriend, 29 male boyfriend, has lied about having a dead wife. Turns out she never existed.
Okay. All right,
Hey, folks.
hold on. Let's have Jahir read it.
Okay.
Hey folks, I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 8 months. Initially, he claimed to have a deceased wife from a car accident, but things seemed off.
Yep.
No marriage certificate, conflicting stories about a ring, said it was from his partner, then claimed it was from his teacher. Recently, his friend hinted that he might be lying about the dead wife. After investigating together, we found photos of him with an old best friend, not his supposed late wife. I haven't confronted him yet, however, him lying has always been a problem. He would even lie silly things or add things to the story that never happened, even if I was there at the time. Unsure how to proceed from there. Right off the bat, it
It's a
sounds
red
like you
flag.
are
You
with
should
someone
probably
who
break up
is.
with him.
Sounds like you are with dating someone who is a
Narcissist?
narcissist, but there's a chronic liar. No,
Chronic liar?
compulsive liar.
Compulsive liar.
He has a disorder where he lies compulsively.
This is super scary, bro. That would be so scary. I would just
I know
I
people.
would just leave.
I know people
honestly,
that do that. I know people that just lie to lie. Like, hey, what you eat?
Yeah, there was a guy. Yeah.
Like you're eating a burger, and they're like, "Oh, I ate pizza." Like, well, why would you lie about that? They just lie about bullshit. Like, there are people like that. Surprisingly enough,
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, that's very, very weird. You might be dealing with a serial killer.
a sociopath.
maybe.
Yeah,
But I mean,
You might be dealing with.
she
I
wasn't
mean, I
dead,
don't know
though,
how.
and she wasn't even his wife. She wasn't dead.
You
and she
know,
wasn't his
8
wife.
months. I mean,
she didn't exist because they said that picture wasn't
She
even the
did
wife he was
exist,
talking
but
about.
it just wasn't the wife. Yeah, it wasn't the wife. It was just some friend.
how do we know that picture was the actual picture? I don't know.
Well, yeah, exactly. We look
You found the wrong picture, ma'am. That's what you did.
after investigating together. We found photos of him with an old best friend, not his supposed late wife.
That is
Right.
That's so
that's
weird.
terrifying.
comments,
that he led
Ronnie?
you to believe that that for 8 months. Well,
Maybe
it's-
he just wanted you to think he had a freaking, maybe he just wanted you to think he had more game than he did. And he
It's-
wanted you to think that he was married before.
It's not
that he
too
was
late for you
relationship material.
to get out.
Or he's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, it's not too late
either
for you
way,
to get
it's
out.
not a good look. Either way, it's not a good reason to lie about that. It's such a
I think
weird
you should
thing to lie
confront him.
No,
and
in
make
a public
sure you-
place because that is so weird.
That sounds dangerous.
like
dude.
confront him about
Yeah,
that. That is
confront
so
him
weird.
with your Glock.
I'd be scared of someone that lies about having a dead ex-wife. Like, hey, you want to be next or what?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh?
And I mean, I would. It's not too late to leave him. 8 months is still pretty early. Where there will be like no hard. Like you won't really. I hope you won't really miss him like that. And if even his friend is willing to call him out on his lie and investigate his lie with you, that means that his friend suspects something worse about him.
Maybe.
And he, it's like your friend is willing to investigate you for something so severe. I mean,
yeah, that's very weird. That's a very weird lie. Maybe he told you that jokingly,
and you
you believed it, and you just started taking it very seriously, or maybe he's actually told you that multiple times and been serious about it.
That's really scary though.
But I don't know. That. Just ask him, and maybe he'll tell you, oh, that was just a joke. You didn't catch up on my joke, or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, but
that's what you gotta ask.
I'm going crazy. Any fixes?
All right. Well.
Yeah, but that's gonna do it here today, guys. It's kind of been a different podcast today. We've been kind of been going through some of these questions and stories and stuff like that. Let us know
if you want us to look at any other Reddit forums, and we'll be more than happy to. Or if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments. Exactly. I'll be happy to read them.
Yeah.
And any kind of advice that you guys need. For me, for Patrick, for Diego, we all have different points of view. We all are happy to share ours. So
yeah, let us know if you guys have any stories for us, or if you guys need some advice. Just drop it down, and we'll answer it on the next podcast.
Tell us spooky stories. I like spooky stories. Maybe we could read spooky stories next time, Mr. Ballin style.
Mr. Ballin style. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Live, laugh, love.
Bye.
Have you heard of the one where